subscribe. Tariq Radio. Watch and subscribe.
All right, let me get Zay, brother Zay in the building. Zay in the building.
What's up, brother Tariq?
What's up, Zay? How are you, sir?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Just got off the clock, but I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah.
You see, it's interesting how you was just giving us a lesson on how the importance of not letting these people naming us and how it's
Yeah.
revolutionary. And then, soon as Trump get in office, the first one of the first things he want to do before he get in office is rename different regions and Gulf of Mexico, and so the lesson that you was giving us is very important, just based on just us taking back our power and
Mm-hmm.
not letting these people naming us.
Yes, yes. And that's important because they know the dominant society, they know how important it is when you can start naming things. They know that's where the power is. You can name things and define it, and you can name people and define them and all that stuff. And when you start naming yourself and you as a group, you start defining who you are, what your lineage is, and what that means, that's a power play. That's why we got so many people shook with us defining our own lineage. Well, man, have y'all, these people been losing their damn minds. These people have been losing their damn minds over our foundational Black American designation. And they've been trying to find a way to take control of it. And the only way they think they can take control is by trying to redefine it. You notice there's a whole wave of naysayers and tethers and white supremacists and anti-Black racists who keep trying to define what we've defined our lineage. They're like, oh, it's not a lineage. We say it's a group. Like, no, there's no group. You can say that until you're blue in the face. We would have to acknowledge that. And we're not acknowledging a group. We're not a group, we're a lineage. You're born into a lineage. You're born into foundational Black American lineage. People can quit a group. You can join a group and you can quit a group. You can't quit your lineage. You're going to be a foundational Black American no matter what, because that's your lineage. You think? If your lineage goes back to the foundation of this country, you are a foundational Black American. And that's just based on logic. I want y'all to understand that's a logical statement. Now, if you got a problem with some make-believe group, that's on you. But it's a logical statement. Are you Black? Yes. Are you an American? Yes. Is your lineage foundational to this country? That's a yes or no question. Is your lineage foundational to this country? Meaning, does your lineage go to the foundation of this country? If it's yes, then put it all together. You're a foundational Black American. Yeah? It's that simple. It's lineage based. And boy, the naysayers, they do not know what to do. They are trying to gain control of the narrative, because what that does, power, you got to understand, power is exclusionary. You understand? Power is exclusionary. When you start saying, hey, you can't claim this, that's a power move. You see, there's a lot of power in the word no. You understand? And when you define your lineage, where the lineage says no to people who try to tether, that they're gonna have a problem with it. Yeah. And another thing, fam, watch out for people who want to waste your time with bad faith arguments, because there's a lot of people who are just haters. And a lot of people who are not of our lineage, they hate the fact that we are taking control over the narrative of our lineage. So you have a lot of people who will try to argue with you in bad faith. Do not waste time, because part of their tactic is to waste your time, to get you talking in circles, to play dumb. You understand? So you got to watch out for that. Haters operate in bad faith. Um, a lot of haters, they'll sit up and sometimes, when some of the tether class they start calling, hello niggas, I just want to know, I'm a little confused. What does FBA mean exactly? And when I hear that, you can already tell that this is a time-wasting hater. You can just tell by the way they're asking the question, because if you're in here, you know what the hell it is. You already know. It's already been defined. You know exactly what it is. It's not hard. You can Google and find out what it is. It's not hard at all to understand what a foundational Black American is. But when they call up and ask that, and you define it, and they still play dumb, well, you say, well, a foundational Black American, that's a person, Black person from who has non-immigrant lineage. Oh, okay. So it means you niggas hate us. All right, there you go. Just go ahead and say that. Just go ahead and get into your whining. All right, there you go. See, they operate in bad faith. Yeah. And so we got to be very careful about engaging with haters, because haters, they operate in bad faith. They're not genuinely interested in getting an understanding or getting constructive dialogue. You got to understand their goal is to derail everything. Derail is the 3 Ds: derail, distract, and discredit. They want to derail all the conversations. They want to distract you from being focused on empowerment, and they want to try to discredit you. They want to say, well, these niggas, they are a hate group. They are a hate group. Well, no, that's trying to discredit. That's some COINTELPRO shit. So any reason, any type of reasoning with them is going to be futile. They can also, even engaging with haters who try to hate on our lineage and try to redefine it. See, that amplifies their platform. You got to be very careful, because there's a lot of the tether classes and people like that who try to amplify their platform. You dig? They understand that the foundational Black American lineage conversation, that's a very hot topic. That's in the algorithms. People understand if they make videos talking about FBA, they're going to get a lot of views. So our lineage is in the algorithms. That's why it's such a hot topic right now. Everybody's talking about it. It's a very hot topic. So they'll come in playing dumb so they can get attention and use the FBA algorithm to get some shine for their platform. So a lot of people are trying to use our lineage for some damn clout for themselves. That's why y'all notice I ignore a lot of these people. I ignore a lot of people who are clearly clout chasers, especially here on Twitter Space. Some of them spaces, I don't even be in them. Not some, none. I don't be none of them. I won't even say some. I don't be in none of them. Do not engage hater spaces, because another thing, it drains your time and energy, and they know that. They know haters know how to drain time and energy. They know by talking in circles and having you argue with them, that's a power move on their behalf, because they know they're wasting your time. We have memes talking about time wasting tethers. And also, what they do, they move the goalposts. That's why you don't engage with them. All they're going to do is just move the goalposts somewhere else. Every week, these tethers and naysayers got some weird complaint about our lineage. They got some bullshit ass complaint. And if you address them next week, they move the goalpost to something else. You address that, then they move it to something else. Yeah. So another thing they want to do, man, they want to, even engaging with them, that kind of validates their negativity. You see, because if you respond to certain haters, man, that can be interpreted as you acknowledging or validating their criticism, which kind of emboldens them. See, that's why when they start saying dumb shit and just making up all types of weird narratives, I won't even dignify some of that shit. It's too ridiculous and silly. Sometimes even addressing some of their silly shit should not be done. You don't have to address silly ass shit. I want the family to understand this. You don't have to address none of the naysayers. You know why? Because that makes no difference on your lineage. You can argue with these damn tethers and white supremacists until you blue in the face. When you're done arguing, what is your lineage? Is it still foundational Black American? Then there it is. None of that changes your damn lineage. You understand? It don't change nothing. That's the great thing about acknowledging and defining our own lineage. Arguing with these tethers and them just spewing a bunch of nonsense and the white supremacists, that don't change anything. That don't change one thing. Let's get Nathaniel. Nathaniel's, I think he's a Somalian who tries to act like a white man. And Nathaniel's a naysayer. All right, let me give you a real time example. Nathaniel, what's happening?
What's up, Tariq? Happy what to say? And I hope you and your family are doing well. I hope that fire doesn't affect you guys.
So what's going on with you, Nathaniel?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask you a quick question. Is there a reason why FBAs in 2025 are still in gangs?
They're doing what in 2025?
Why FBAs are still in gangs?
Still in gangs?
Yes.
Well, there's 43 million people, and out of 43 million people, they're into a lot of things. Some might be in gangs, some might be in church choirs, some might be in fraternities, some might.
I mean, disproportionately compared to other races, they're still in gangs.
That's a lie. True. That's not true.
Wait, so you're telling me per capita there are less? Is it equal to other races per
In
capita?
your homeland of East Africa, in your homeland, there's a
Greek, I'm not from East Africa.
yeah, you're not a white man. You're like a Somalian guy or something. So yeah, you have to.
But you talk about gangs all the time on here. But why are you disowning it and disavowing it now?
Um, as a East African, your heritage has been so degenerate, you have to pretend to be a white man on the internet. So you can't talk about black gangs, sir. You have to pretend to be a white man online. That's how ashamed of your lineage you are because of the gangs and the degradation and the degeneracy. Unfortunately, I disparage, but you really have to clean up home, sir. You're
And even speaking of that, let's even say I am Somali.
right.
You're speaking to a Somali last week about he was saying that FBAs were in the military, and you're like, oh, they're just following orders
Mhm.
when they're doing things in Somalia. It's like, how do you square with that, knowing that anyone keeps that same argument for slavery for the people who were um, below the master but white on the plantations who were just following their orders, right? Subjecting the slaves to abuse. You know, the horse riders, the people around the plantations who were making sure the slaves were in order, they were just following orders.
Well, a lot.
So how's that?
Well,
How can you make that argument?
a
That's not.
yeah, I can because a lot of them were raping and all of that, and that's not following orders. They just were raping because they wanted to rape. So that's totally
Well, butt breaking in documenting bug breaking, you said it technically was an order. That was the way to subjugate and psychologically defeat the slaves.
and a lot of the rapes were orders, but a lot of the rapes were voluntary from the slave owners, overseers. They were volunteering the rapes. So yeah, that's something different. Black people, foundational Black Americans, they're not going over in the military sexually assaulting people in no damn Somalia. And the thing is, more Black people were fighting for the freedom and independence of African nations than there were Black people in the military just following orders, which were a very small number. You understand? And a lot
But I'm just
also,
you. But his argument is that you guys are not doing.
oh,
He doesn't believe that America's doing good.
okay, slow down. Don't you're talking over me. I wanted to make a point. Slow down. Even during slavery, a lot of most white people were not overseers, but they were still practicing white supremacy. So it's totally different. But go ahead. And are you, by the way, speaking of Canada, 'cause I was talking about Canada earlier. Aren't you in Canada too? You're in Canada.
No, I'm not in Canada. I'm American.
No,
I'm an Italian American.
you're not Italian.
And I had another question. Speaking of ethnicity,
Not
why
a,
is it that FBA is the only ethnicity not on DNA tests?
what do you mean it's not on DNA tests? What is that?
Like, for example, if I were to take a DNA test, right, you could see Italian, you could see Irish, you could see German. If a black person were to take a DNA test, you would see African mostly, African ethnicities. You wouldn't see FBA on the DNA test. There's no FBA or
You
Black American on 23andMe.
Yeah, it is. It actually is. Because I've taken 23andMe and they've traced my foundational Black American ancestry to the Great Dismal Swamp in North Carolina. They absolutely do have foundational Black American.
What did it say? What did it say? What was the ethnicity for that? Maroon is an ethnicity.
No, it didn't say maroon, but I know what it is. I know what it is. If it's over there by the swamp, you're talking about those maroons. And yes, I know that many of my family members do come from North Carolina. So they put down black, they say African American on 23andMe. And yeah, they had me and my,
No, they don't.
they do. What are you talking about?
African American is not an ethnicity on 23andMe.
'Cause I actually posted the damn results on Twitter. They actually had that. Let me see if I could find.
I saw your results. You had a lot in what,
Oh,
Nigeria, a lot of West Africa. I think you had some
yeah,
Cameroon in there.
yeah,
You had no African Americans not posted on there.
they actually do. I posted it on Twitter. I actually posted it on Twitter, and I'm trying to find that. Yeah, they hold on, where's that thing? Now I gotta find this thing, but yeah, I would like to find it. I like to that's why I like to post a lot of my receipts and everything like that. But yeah, they had my family, my lineage going to the Great Dismal Swamp over here. My dog is snoring. And again, you're not Italian, by the way. You're not Italian whatsoever. You don't have one drop of Italian. You're an East African dude cosplaying, and it's very obvious, by the way.
For what
Um,
purposes? What do I gain out of that?
because you're ashamed of your homeland. You're ashamed of being poor and hungry. That's all. I'm trying to find my thing. I can't find it right now, man. I'm live, and I don't feel like digging around.
You would be FBAs would be poor and hungry if not for the Europeans that are in your country. So
Not,
that's
not like you. Not to the point where I'm pretending to be a white man. I'm not going to be that poor and hungry.
uh, Tariq. Tariq, if 5% of Somalia's population was FBAs, do you think that there would be a difference in the quality of life in Somalia?
No, because sir, as long as we're not sitting here fleeing and then cosplaying as white people, we're gonna be good. So that's your problem. Your problem is so bad that you don't even want to be yourself. You have to find it because yeah, the whites of the Italians are whooping ass a little bit over there in East Africa. So a lot of people identify with the oppressed class. That's a weird thing. A lot of non-FBA people, the people who subjugated them, they start identifying with them. It's a weird thing. Just like a lot of people who are subjugated in Puerto Rico, they start calling themselves Spanish. You're not Spanish. Just like you got smacked around by some Italians and the French and the British, but you're not Italian. That's who smacked that ass around, sir. So you got to break that little spirit and stop being ashamed. Oh, he got out of here. Oh, I was hitting him with the truth too much. Nathaniel got out of here. I think he went to go cry. I was talking. I think I hurt his feelings. Okay. Nathaniel bounced. I didn't have him muted. I didn't have him muted, but I just had a man-to-man talk with him. Had a man-to-man talk, and he left. I think he went to go cry in his Uber. All right. Yeah, you a grown ass Somali pretending to be Italian. You know how sad that is. That's pathetic. Come on, man. Do better. Got to do better. Let's get Queen Nene in the building. Queen Nene, hop in, dear. Queen Nene. Yeah, Daniel's feelings, boy.
Hey, Mr. Tariq, how are you
Hey,
doing?
beloved, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank you for asking. Okay, I got something to say about Nathaniel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first of all, homeboy, well, he left, but he gonna see this recording. How you gonna tell somebody else what they are? Post your results so we can see who you are.
Mm-hmm.
And you say he's not white, but I know it's funny because I was in the professor's chat with Miss Wani, and we were talking about how Europeans name everybody Indians and how there's power in that. And if he is white boy, he's trying to tell you what you are. Like how basically the Europeans tried to try basically when they invaded other lands, they tried to tell people other people who they were,
Right.
you know, you know, try to overpower them. You know what I'm trying to
Yep.
say. But yeah, like I just wanted to say something about that. Like that's not cool. And another thing too, be safe, y'all, because I saw that fire when I was on the freeway. I live in downtown LA. I used to live in Antelope Valley. I moved Antelope Valley through elementary, middle school, high school, JC. I moved to LA, what in my early 20s. But yeah, that this fire is out of
Yeah.
control. So whoever's in LA, please be safe because this wind is howling too.
Yes, it is, man. This wind is killing the game out here, man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's all I want to.
Thank you, beloved. Yes, indeed. Let's get let me see. Mitigated gall. Let's get mitigated gall in the building. All right, mitigated gall.
Hey, what's up, Tariq? Can you
I
hear
can,
me?
brother. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, man? This your homie from Dayton, Ohio, man. Talked to you a couple weeks ago, man. Uh, First of all, I'm glad that you and the fam is good, man. I want to send a shout out to Yoshi. Hey, funny thing, I saw your video the other day, man. When you was in Detroit, you was silly as hell for that, man. For your third round. But look, man, I want to talk about sticking to your guns. Tariq, I'm glad you stuck to your guns, man. So you remember the other day you had that show talking about bed wenches, right?
Yes.
All right, look. So I saw a dude in your chat by the name of the Oracle.
Okay.
And the dude has but that's not his name on, you know what I mean? So I ain't promoting him, but his name is the Oracle, man. The dude got a big channel in battle rap. And I used to listen to him. So I'm wondering like, damn, what cuz doing on here? Cause he kind of a clout chaser.
Mm,
He created an incident with like Young Buck that he filmed and he posted for views. Man, it was, he be doing ridiculous stuff. He even actually came on. You let him up to speak, and he asked you for permission to use your content, and you was like, "No, sirski."
right.
And, and I'm glad you stuck to your guns because he's also had videos on his channel downplaying the unarmed murking of foundational Black Americans by the hands of the police.
Mm,
He talking about, if you look at the stats, oh, it's way more white people getting murdered by police than
oh,
blacks, and y'all just be tripping. So I'm glad you stuck to your guns.
yeah.
Now the irony of all of this is um, now the show was talking about bed wenches and bunny lovers, just that segment.
Yeah.
So with this dude, he actually started his channel with his white baby mama that he was posting up like she was a trophy. Had her all in his videos, all in his shows. And a brother ended up DMing her and she got caught cheating with one of his listeners who was a foundational Black American.
Hilarious.
And so I'm looking at your spaces and I can see his icon. And the funny part, man, is when you got to the part in your spaces where you was talking about how people who be lusting for the dairy people, they
Yeah.
be sometimes having the issue with the love for themselves and his own people, and you can see his icon dip like a sausage chip. So, so I'm glad you stuck to your guns, man, and that's what I wanted to say, man. Salute.
Thank you so much, brother. That's funny. That's funny. All right, let's get what's your name?
Aloha Daquan.
Aloha Daquan. Aloha Daquan. Hilarious.
Yeah. What's happening? I'm kind of new. I don't know what's really going on. But I was just really trying to find out like what is like this FBA stuff all about though.
Oh, all right. Case point, case study, ladies and gentlemen. What did I say earlier? This is a case study. All right. This is a case study, what I talked about earlier. The whole, what is FBA? I don't know what's going on. Sir, you know exactly what a foundational Black American is, sir. It's too popular for you to not know. Everybody named Mom is talking about our lineage. So why are you acting like you don't know?
I'm just not really familiar. I've heard the term, but like I just really don't know like much
And
about it. You know what I'm saying?
sir, are you a white man pretending to be African?
Nah, I'm African and black.
You African and Black?
Yeah, like my dad's he's born in the United States. My mom was born in Nigeria,
What part of Nigeria your mom from?
Benin City, Edo State,
Mhm. And your dad is from where?
Long Island, Hempstead, Long Island.
Really?
Yeah.
And he's a foundational Black American?
Um, I don't. He doesn't refer to himself as that, but he's black. Yeah,
He Black from where? Is he
yeah.
Caribbean?
No. He's born and raised like black, like from here. His grandma, like my grandma's from what's it called, Atlanta.
He's from Atlanta?
No, my grandmother is, but he was born in Hempstead, like
Oh, yeah.
Long
Your
Island. Yeah,
grandmother's from Atlanta.
yeah.
She's still alive?
Nah, she's not. She passed away like 2012.
So were you born here or in Nigeria?
I was born in Nigeria though.
Now, when did you get here?
Shit, I moved here when I was like 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, who is why do you have a white man in your profile?
Nah, I'm albino.
You're an albino, let me get it straight. You're an albino Nigerian
Yeah,
with a Nigerian mom and a Black American dad.
yeah.
And your name is Daquan.
Yeah, Aloha Daquan. They
Alua
just,
Daquan.
yeah, they combine like both together. You know what I'm saying? So
They
that's
did
how
what?
they came. Like both the cultures together. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they
That's
named me
why I
that.
know they blended both of the cultures together.
Yeah.
Now you know that's cap.
Why would that be cap?
They
But I mean, sure, I guess.
didn't. Nobody did that, sir.
I mean,
A whole,
okay, I guess so. Yeah.
a whole white from I
Nah,
no
I'm not white. I'm albino. Like,
ain't no not
do I sound white though? Like, I'm confused or something.
sir, no Nigerian mother threw the name Daquan in an African name. They didn't do that, sir.
Yeah, they did. Like, I'm like standing here before you type shit. Like, yeah, like you seen it firsthand.
Uh, nah, not you, sir. You're a white dude who kind of hangs around the brothers, don't you?
Then nah, I'm black. Like I'm albino.
You black, but you're albino, but you don't look albino.
Yeah, I
That's
mean like,
that we know what an albino.
what do you? I mean like, yeah, this me in my profile. I'm not white.
That's not albino. That's a white.
No,
That's
no. It's albino. Like it's a common thing. Like people get it mixed up. Like that ass.
sir, that's not albino, sir.
I
We know.
mean, yeah, like I'm literally like here. Like I'm telling you, I'm dead ass albino.
Yeah. And your dad is black.
Yeah, my dad's black.
Have you been to a black church?
I'm into a black shirt
So if somebody says God is good, what do you say?
all the time.
Okay, so you probably been looking at some stuff online.
No, I've
Um,
experienced it. Like that's my childhood. Like I would visit my family in Harlem, Georgia, all that. Like I'm in tune.
there it is. Now, your dad, you would know whether or not foundational Black American, meaning that he comes from a non-immigrant background here in the
Nah,
United.
this term is like new to me. Like you know what I'm saying. Like I've heard about it a couple times, but like I don't really know what it is. You know what I'm saying.
That's what it is. It's non-immigrants, a black person who's a non-immigrant in the U.S. You come from a non-immigrant background.
Okay,
Yeah.
word. But like the discourse that I'll be hearing like between like FBAs and like Africans, like I don't understand it though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, like coming from, both my parents are from two different backgrounds, it's kind of like I don't know, like how would I explain it? Like it's kind of like damn, like for me it's like I see it more as a unity thing, like, you know what I'm saying? Even though we all different, like we all like one people in a sense. But like I don't understand like what I guess the issue is or what
Who
what the
said it was
message is. It's not an issue, but it's like there's discourse, like there's some sort of disagreement somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to understand like both sides in a sense, you know what I'm saying?
okay? Why should it be an issue? Why
I
is it? Why is it an issue with us
I
designating?
didn't well, I didn't say that. I didn't say it was an issue. I was just trying to say like an issue with y'all. It's just like there's an issue between or some sort of disagreement between both sides of some sort. And I'm just trying to understand that, like, you know what I'm saying?
Agreement on both sides because it's pretty cut and dry. Either you are a foundational Black American or you are not. What is there to?
Mm.
That's not.
Tariq, this isn't a white man. This is a tether. He's just using a white man's photo.
Mm. Oh, really?
So yeah, he's afraid of because all tethers, most of them are ugly. So he doesn't
No.
want to use his real photo, and he also wants to troll white people. So he's using a
Nah,
white
I
guy's
can't lie.
photo.
I'm some fun shit. I don't know what y'all talking
Yeah,
about. Nigga.
this is a tether, Tariq. All right.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay, so yeah,
Wait, what's also what is that? What's the tether mean?
you're tethering a tether. Oh, I got the tether out. I didn't mean to get the. I wanted to keep talking to you. I made a mistake and got the tether out. Okay. Um, Let me have you call back in. I made a mistake and got you out. I wanted you to. I took him out, but yeah, this is the tether cosplaying. Okay, yeah. Let me get you back up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, that makes sense. All right, that makes sense. Now, all right, now let's tell the truth. Now, you really a wide forehead tether pretending to be an albino white man.
No, I'm just albino. I
You're not.
don't.
You just got on some cake soap in your face. That's cake soap. That's not. And you're using a white man's photograph, sir. Why?
Um, okay. But anyways, back to like the real topic at hand, because that doesn't really matter. But yeah. So like, what is it that what is what is the disagreement between like Africans and like what is it that the Africans are saying to y'all that like y'all don't like or you know what I'm saying or vice versa?
Deception, just like what you're doing. See how deceptive you're being? That's what we don't like. We don't like all the little scams and the deceptive nonsense. You see how deceptive you're being? Very deceptive. And that fails over in your homeland. And we don't want that same failed deceptive mindset over here. That's what our problem is. You see, we don't want that scamming, lying, failed mindset to be infused within our culture, sir. That's that.
Hmm.
'Cause you're sitting pretending to be a damn white man and pretending to be an albino and all this old stuff. So yeah, that's
Or
always
or or that's just me. But okay, I mean like yeah, whatever floats your boat. You know what I'm saying? I guess. But
let me get my gay brother Eric John in here. Eric, let's get Eric Johnson in here.
hey, y'all give it up for Eric, y'all.
Give it up for Eric. Brother Eric.
Can I just
Brother
wait? Because
Eric, what's happening? How you doing
this
today?
dude gonna give me a brain aneurysm. Because I don't like people over talking me. So I'm gonna just wait until
They
he done.
All
okay.
right, proceed.
No, no. Okay. I get Eric Johnson back up. Let me get the black receipt up. We have the people talk to our tether friend. The black receipt. What's up, brother?
Man, either this a North African Berber pretending to be a albino, or he just a sad Somali. This know what I'm
No,
saying
I'm not
troll.
I'm Nigerian. I'm neither of those. I don't even know what those is.
Well, whatever. You use a funky African pretending. That's the
Damn,
whole
I'm
deal.
black too. I don't like
Use a
damn.
funky African, sir. A funky African that eat ugusi soup and all type
That
of
shit that shit good as hell though, I can't lie.
And that's the point. We don't
That's a
need you and
good.
want you around, sir. Like that.
But I'm black
I
too.
smell the phone
Like
coming through the phone. Like, no, leave
I
us
used.
alone.
That's okay.
Flow
That's
back to Africa. Know what I'm saying? Fix your homeland. Stand on your own African business. We not African. Know what I'm saying? We don't want to be African. We ain't Zulu. We ain't doing none of that. All that shit is over with.
okay.
And y'all should have
Word.
came together with us when we was trying to work with you. But you don't want to work with the elders, and they sitting down looking stupid. We ain't with that shit no more. So yeah, we standing on American Negro business, foundational Black American business. And if you got a problem with it,
Tight.
just move around, sir. Stop asking questions and inquiring. Look up your lineage, and if you find out you each other, just deal with it. You might get deported. I'm just saying. Cause if I catch you,
I
goddamn me,
I
I'm
have dual
calling the
citizen,
ICE.
but I have dual
I'm calling.
citizenship. I can't get
There
deported.
you go. All right. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Now I'm getting bored. Where